Sorry, Leland.
Mark, wait on your question.
You got to play a little bit of coach today, a little bit of the game.
Oh yeah, it's always great to get the young guys in there and get, especially Hudson. You know, always want to get him in the game and just, you know, up all year you're hoping he gets in, and it just hasn't worked out well. So happy he got in there, did just fantastic, moving the guys up and down the field, and a lot of young guys. Rump got in there, looked great. Tibbs, some of the young running backs, some young offensive linemen. So the more, like I said earlier in the week, the more reps you get, especially in the game, the more you get to go back, watch the film, make those corrections, and improve.
You trying to slip out of here under the radar today?
No, I would never do that to you guys.
You got the record. Is that? Are you glad to get that question and everything off your back now, or are you?
I'm more. Yeah, I think I'm more glad just that now it's over with and we can move on and don't have to worry about that question anymore. Not just from y'all, but just from other people in general. But it definitely is a huge honor to be up there, and like I always say, I'm lucky enough to have played 4 years here, and I think that's the biggest thing. You got to be able to go somewhere and play for a significant amount of time, and I've had that opportunity here to play for now my 4th straight year in a great offense that really allows me to throw the ball around and make plays. Great receivers, running backs, all the above. So just put in the right situation, and so yeah, it's awesome.
Aaron, how about the guys were talking about? You gave him a little bit of a talk with the offense when the game kind of was in its sluggish start. Like the timing, the need, like why do you feel that was it to go in there?
Just I felt we were a little sluggish. Especially on the offensive side of the ball, there's plenty of plays to be made in the first half, and we weren't making them. Plenty, and then after my little pep talk, guys just we started making some more plays, making catches, making runs, making blocks, making throws. Just focusing in on a little more because that's our biggest thing. We just got to be able to focus in every play, realize what your responsibility is individually, trust what the guy next to you is going to do, and just go out there and play ball.
Aaron, how much, if any, was looking ahead to next week?
None. We definitely weren't looking ahead next week at all. We knew we had challenge. We knew it's a home game, and something we were preaching all week is play for these seniors. We only have a couple more. Now one opportunity left to play in Sanford, and I know these guys really cherish the senior class really cherishes every opportunity, and we're making sure the young guys realize that you want to be well respected when it's your senior year or your last year playing. That the young guys are going to play hard for you to make sure you go out with some wins when you're playing at home.
Seen a little bit more mobility from you this year at Tennessee, and then this big run today. Not as much last year. Is that something that you enjoy doing? And I guess it shows some of your maturation from last year. The fact that you went down and didn't.
Yeah, we wanted to. Like I said, we worked real hard this all season of extending plays, getting outside the pocket, making throws on the run, and then if nothing's there, just being able to get some yards on my feet. Something that we went back and actually Coach Bo made like a little cut up, and showed a lot like all my runs and over the past 3 years. And it's funny, most of them were all from my freshman year pretty much, and just didn't make a lot of plays on my feet the past 2 years. And like I said, that's something we worked on this off season. Like I said, between extending plays, did a lot of speed work with our trainers to improve that. I'm still not like a 4-4 guy, but just be able to, when I can, try to make as many plays as I can on my feet when I'm out in the open.
Aaron, the way Todd has kind of pushed through the last couple of games, maybe not being his old self exactly. I mean, how much respect do you have and some of the other players have for the fact that he's pushed through?
Oh, we have tons. I mean, he's a bulldozer. He's a competitor. He's not 100%, and guys are encouraging him, pushing him. But I mean, he's always like he was like that last year. He's like this year. It's a tough position, especially at this school when you're going to get the ball 25, 30 times a game. You're going to get pounded. This is a league that those guys on defense are pretty big, and you're taking a beating all year long. So I mean, he just is able to continue fighting. But we just got to try to get him as healthy as he can for the rest of the year.
Especially given how close the game was in the early part of it, and how much controlled the clock there early. Did they bring anything that surprised you?
On defense? No. I mean, they're everything we thought they were going to do, from blitz to coverages. Like I said, we just weren't making the plays. I mean, there were tons of missed opportunities. the entire first half, where we should have been able to move the ball up and down the field, and we weren't. And we know we just need, like I said, focus in, and we did that in the second half.
Aaron, how about second week back for Bennett, and also Wooten being able to get some passes thrown with him today, just getting that.
It's great. I mean, those guys continue. I mean, Reggie made some great catches today, made a really good one. Like I said, Rump played well today when he got in there. Rhett is just continuing to build that timing with those guys, that trust. And right now we feel great. We've really worked extremely hard over the past month of before practice, during practice, after practice, getting tons. I mean, I've thrown the ball more this past month than I've ever thrown in my life. I mean, we just really have gotten a lot of reps, which is great for me to build that trust with them, to have the understanding of how I want them to run their route, how they're going to break on certain coverages. And right now I think we're on the same page. Really, things went smooth today.
You allowed yourself to look at the Auburn score yet, and it looks like, it's a lot of points going to be required to beat those guys.
Oh yeah, they're having a great year right now, and they're doing a great job. Both sides of the ball. I mean, we've been able to watch a couple of their games just on TV, just turning it in and watching them, and we know it's going to be a battle. It's going to be at their place, very hostile. It's going to be very hostile. It's going to be a crazy environment. It's another top 10 opponent. So we know this is a big game for us. It's a huge rivalry game, and most importantly, it still gives us a chance to stay in the hunt for the East. So we know we got to have another good week of practice and preparation for them.
Preparation start tonight, or you let this one kind of sink in?
Start tomorrow early. We'll get up and get to work tomorrow. You gotta, what we say, celebrate the win celebrate or mourn or win or loss or whatever for a good 24 hours, and it's back to work no matter what the outcome is. So we'll get to enjoy this one a little bit. But like I said, I'll be in there tomorrow watching film and getting ready to go.
Last question?
Preston did want to point out he did get laid out during the game today.
Did he? Oh, yes. He's not gonna be the only one in pain tomorrow. Yes.
You like what you saw from Hudson?
Oh yeah, he had a heck of a game. Just all day. I mean, he moved the ball up and down the field. Had a couple of drops which hurt him a little bit, but he looked awesome. I mean, he's a veteran quarterback for never really playing. I mean, he really takes each week as his game day. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he's going out there and he's extremely focused. He watches film with me all the time, understands the game plan, balls out in practice, so we know what he's capable of doing. And today he just showed a little glimpse of what's to come.
Thank you.